How's it going? This is Odd.
It's Red here.
And Mal.
And you're about to listen to our podcast. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Probably not the greatest for having your kids around.
Nope.
We are a 18-plus podcast, and we would appreciate if you would take that into consideration, as we honestly have horrible mouths, and obviously
influences will ruin your life.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, by what our name is, we are the Ganja people.
And I was smoking during this intro.
Hey, I'm Odd.
I'm Red.
And I'm Mal.
And we are the Ganja people. You guys
even started? No, I wasn't even sure if it was starting. Because I was looking down at it. I was like, anyway, take two. How's it going, everybody? New week, new us.
Let me reiterate by saying fucking men.
Tonight's candy is sponsored by Blue Raspberry Rings and Peach Rings.
Try it.
I don't want any. Nope. You got them just for yourself.
I gotta say, they're quite sour. They're
Red,
pretty good.
what did I say? I said I got these for us to try.
But she got one bag, and she got two of the other kind.
If we don't like these, then we at least have a couple bags of the peach rings. If these are
It's
gross...
raspberry rings.
Yeah, I know, but they're from Dollar General.
Yeah, so? These come from Co-Fair.
Yeah.
These didn't.
Or those ones that
Mine
Red
do.
have.
His does, but Dollar General candy in these kind of fucking bags, they're either good or they're hard. There's not a whole lot of in between.
I
So
get
got
it.
It's
one
like
bag.
Hostess.
Yeah.
We get Swiss rolls, either they're stale or they're really fucking
Yeah.
good.
I got a bag to see if we liked them. If we like them, I'll
Wow.
get more of these for us next
I
week.
didn't get a yellow.
That's
Oh,
what
look
we
at
did.
that.
Weird.
It's fine with me.
But I got them for us to try.
Oh, I got the game this time.
Yeah, you did.
Wait a minute, why are you initiating the game?
Because it's fun to change it up.
Yeah.
Red's been starting off our show, so...
Yeah, I started off the show. I took his job.
Yeah.
I took a chunk of them.
I didn't want to take the whole chunk because
They're good.
I'd eat the whole thing in one. I'd be like, I can't suck because I'm not sucker cheeks.
You sound like you're sucking on a titty over there.
I mean,
I like how he says nothing. Like, he just doesn't say anything.
About a good great hit of the night, guys.
I already played.
I did. I'm broken.
Loser.
Shut the fuck
Ah, shit.
How did you not have a lighter?
I have a light.
Right now.
Hey, I have two, so you can borrow my purple one.
Oh, we found your red one under
we did, it's
from under the
under
couch.
there.
Take that back.
But it doesn't work for poo-poo.
Because I found where they are.
It's been outside too long.
That's
It's under your chair.
it's fine.
Mine-
Fine.
Me and Bri got it yesterday.
Nice, nice.
God damn, that was like a freight train right down the throat.
We ain't
Feel the
smoked
burn.
this one in a while.
Good God, feel the burn on that fucking unicorn horn.
Damn.
It's been a while since we used this one, guys.
Good God. Forgot how abusive it is.
Tread lightly. Okay, so I do gotta say, these aren't quite as soft gummy as the peach rings are.
Well, if you leave them out in the sun all day, then they're nice and soft. I'm just saying.
I bet you they don't get bought up as much as the peach rings, which means they might have sat around longer.
They don't feel like stale kind of knocks. I just feel like the kind of gummy that they're made out of isn't as soft and gooey as peach rings.
Maybe.
A little harder.
Maybe. Our normal ones are made out of mini horses. And those ones are made out of quarter
little
horses.
tiny baby horses.
Maybe those ones are made out of quarter horses.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because gummy's made out of gelatin, and gelatin comes from horses.
Actually, gelatin comes from animal bones. Not horse bones, specifically animal bones.
But 90% of them take them from horse bones.
And usually it's horse hooves.
And actually, there is no horse processing in the U.S., so if we get them, we have them shipped in from overseas.
I'm just saying. They might just ship the gelatin shit to the United States.
Very well could. But we don't
Grove
butcher and
City,
process horses.
Pennsylvania.
I'm just saying. Where's that from?
Also,
Grove City, Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, shit. Howie's
That's, like, right
close.
there.
Yeah.
and it's also made out of cow. A lot of it.
Here she keeps going.
I'm educated.
We changed the topic onto like, oh, the gummies are made in Grove City. And you're like, they're made out of cows, goddammit.
Saved by horses! Oh! Do not ruin things for me, okay? Burger King's already ruined for me.
She won't even let me get Burger King half the time. She's
can't
like, well, if you want to stop there extra.
I said you can get Burger King.
Bleh.
Why?
I want to go to Long John Silver's. You can go to Burger King.
There's one Long John Silver's in the state, I think. She wants me to go all the way to the other side of Erie to get it. I'm like, oh, okay. At least this time, it was fairly close.
Closed down.
And so is the one on Peach Street.
Yeah.
Now the only one left is on the 26th Street, 26th and Peninsula.
I don't think there's any in Warren.
They have the best green beans ever.
Yeah, gross. Green beans. She wants some of them green beans!
I mean, that entire dinner box thing I get is fucking delicious. But the green beans though. I've never found fast food green beans I like, and these are delightful.
I've never heard of fast food green beans besides Long John Silver's, I guess. I guess KFC has them.
Fun fact, the last time I had Long John Silver's, they still had the little lobster bites.
They still do?
Oh, they still do?
Oh, yeah.
That was back when they first was, still releasing them seasonally.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's how long ago it's been since I found a Long John Silver's.
Recently, anytime he takes me to Erie and goes, where do you want to eat? I'm like, I'm going to go to Long John Silver's.
If we're fairly close, I'll take her, but otherwise I'm not driving fucking 20 minutes outside of the way to go get Long John Silver's.
He will sometimes. It depends if you're in a hurry or what you're doing.
Wow.
I like the Hush Puppies and stuff, but I can't eat their food, like a whole meal of it. I will be shitting my pants in 10 minutes.
I mean,
it's so buttery and greasy.
Usually by the
so
time
bad.
I get home, I'm blowing up our toilet. But
yeah, the Hush
it's
Puppies.
delicious.
It's usually what I would go for.
Let me see that again. It isn't lit. Because it's the second time I've went by and didn't get a hit, and I'm like, good God.
It's okay, I'm still dying over here. Your chillum's not the same as mine. It hits harder.
Ours?
It's
Our
aggressive.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, I know. She's a bitch.
Slightly aggressive.
I know.
Oh.
It's
So
alright.
I had to take the boy to
Excuse
Erie
me.
today. That was exciting.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, he walked face first into a sign pole.
No, okay, so we're in Harbor
Wait,
Freight.
the boy or the other boy?
The boy.
Okay, wow.
Me and the boy are walking through Harbor Freight. And he, does this bopping around bullshit. You know how he's funky as all hell. He's got something he's
can't
doing all
just
the
walk
time.
normal.
No, he can't. He's got to walk like a fool of some sort. And be a fool everywhere he goes. It's okay. Whatever. Anyways, he's doing that. Have you ever been in Harbor Freight? You know how, they're, big rack beam things? He's, doing that and walks right into a shelf face first. And, is like, whoa. I'm like... She wants where you're going, my guy. I was like, you're probably going to hurt yourself. Shit, son. I was like, you all right? He's like, yeah. That kind of hurt. I'm like, you got to pay attention. Can't just bop around there, kid. You're going to hurt yourself.
Especially in a tool store. There's a lot of things that are
a lot
hard.
of heavy shit, too.
A lot of heavy,
over.
hard shit.
Fucking face first into shit. I was dying when he told me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was... Oh, man. So I have to tell you... Okay, so we'll have to have our snake story for the week. We didn't have a snake story last week, so we're
No,
making up for it. Okay, I got to tell you this story. It was insane. So, the other day, I'm playing some Apex, rocking it out with a couple of my friends, playing pretty good at that. I get a phone call from this lady that I know who she is, not necessarily do we associate all the time. So she messaged me, well, she calls me, and I'm like, strange.
She was just here the other day.
Yeah, Mal's actually supposed to tattoo her here this week,
Tomorrow.
so she actually, she calls me on the phone, and I'm like, hello? She's like, I have a question for you. I'm like, oh boy. Because she's pretty wild with some of the shit she says and does.
Oh God, she kills me.
So I'm like, oh God. So she's like, did you get the picture message I sent you? I'm like, oh no. And I'm thinking that she accidentally sent me something that she should not have. And I'm like, oh God, how am I going to explain this? Because I have no idea what's happening. And I was like, not yet. And then I heard my phone go off. I'm like, I just got it. She goes, my neighbor's got a python in her garage. I'm like, okay. She's like, look at the picture and let me know if it's a python. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll call you right back then. So I hang up the phone. I look at said picture. It is indeed a ball python. I'm like, in our town in rinky-dink ass PA. I'm like, okay, so somebody lost their pet. I'm like, all right, so I call her back. I said, yeah, it's definitely a ball python. And she's like, okay. I'm like, I'll be right over to grab it. I'm like, because it sounds like you're all having an issue with it. She's like, oh my God, scare shitless. We got it in a bucket.
The picture they sent us, this snake looked like a full-grown adult snake.
It looked big. So I'm like, okay. And she's like, we got it in a bucket. I'm like, okay. So I put more clothes on than what I'm wearing currently, look a little more presentable.
Town clothes, not town clothes.
Yeah, so I get into town, and I get out of my car, and I walk across the street, and I have a carrying bin that we, like what we carry our stuff to the vet in or whatever. And they're like, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, I'm going to put it in this bin, and then I'm going to take it home. And then I'm going to treat it, make sure that it doesn't have any issues that are visible at least, and then we're going to put it on Facebook. Like, that we have a python and see if we can figure out who it belongs to. They're like, all right, well, be careful. The thing's huge. I'm like, okay, it'd be all right. So this guy takes off this bucket, off of the bucket, and then I pick up this mirror that they had between them to hold him in there all the way. And it's a baby.
Oh my God.
Like smaller than Poe is.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my.
Like,
I was like, that's a baby. They're like, that's not a baby snake. I'm like, no, that's a baby. I'm like, mine that's not even old, she's less than like 4 months old, is bigger than that one. I can promise you she is. And they're like, no shit. So I reach in this bucket, and she just kind of like shies, like, oh, don't hurt me. I'm like, no, you're okay. And I pick her up, and she's sweet as could be. Like, you can tell she's taken care of. Like, that people interact with her often, handle her. So I'm like, oh, she's sweet. And they're like, yeah, okay, that thing's huge. And I, like, put it in my hand, and she's just balled in my hand. I'm like, yeah, huge. You're right. Well, you have really big hands. I'm like, okay, guys. Okay. Like, you're being dramatic here. This is not that big of a snake.
It's just a baby.
So, like, I had thought maybe I'll grab a hook. Because I was like, I don't know. I don't know how big it is. And I was like, it's just a ball python. If I get bit, I get bit. It's not poisonous. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. So, like, I get there, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a baby. I just reached my hand in there. I'm like, oh, come on, baby. Come with me. Like, and they're like all freaking out. I'm like, it's all good, guys. It's all good. It's not a killer, I promise. They're like, well, how big do they have to be before they size you up? I'm like, you're thinking movies and shit. I was like, in Australia, if you get a really big one, I mean,
you might have a cuddle buddy when you wake up.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily like where
a scrub python is not going to eat you. It's not heavy enough to be able to handle a person.
Right. Or even if like you get a really big anaconda, I mean,
they're known to eat
in the wild.
Reticks will eat people. They eat one person a year.
In the wild.
Average. Yeah, it's a wild retic.
I was going to say, don't you guys have retics?
No.
Yeah, but
no.
They're wild.
Someday we would, but these are like... People. Like, did you see the video of the berm the other day that I had posted? It's this video of this 16-foot Burmese python that this girl got when she was 3. Oh, wow. She is now 7, and it's 16 feet long.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Or something like that. Maybe 8.
Hangs out with
and she, like, puts it over her shoulder and just starts trotting, and it just hangs out with her.
The snake is all about it.
And, like, she's, well-supervised. Her parents well-supervise her with it. But they've worked with it every day, all the time, so it's like a dog.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, if it's been
and like this little girl just like picks it up on her arm and just like trucks along with it like a fucking fire hose.
Like
it's like her big ass fucking snake.
She loves it. She'll lay down and watch a movie, and it like curls up on the other end of the couch and then lays its head on her. Doesn't curl its whole self on her. Just lays itself.
Yeah, it just wants to be like touching her. Like, okay, like holding hands.
And watches the movie with her, and I'm like, that is so precious.
But like, yeah.
My first thought was Lily needs one.
Oh man, no. When we have a building for it, then I will be fine getting something large. But a 16, 14, 16, 18, 20-foot snake in my house, I think not. That's a little too extreme for me. Anyway, so I put it on Facebook. Within 3 minutes, the girl called me or messaged me and was like, hey, I think you found my snake. It was the next door neighbor from where I got it from. I knocked on their door. Nobody was home. I tried. Because they're like, it's over, like, they have a big tank in that one right there. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm going to go knock on it then. It might be their pet.
Right, right.
Like, and then they got a herbology lesson here, because me and Mal were like, you need to learn some shit. You're going to lose your snake again. Yeah, so that was like a good 45-minute conversation with this girl.
Yeah, because they're doing a whole lot of shit wrong.
Just really new people stuff and not educated. Not that their heart's not in the right place. I feel like it's just that they just are just ignorant to what you should do.
Right.
In my opinion.
She's like, I've done my research, and I'm like, obviously you fucking haven't.
I mean...
I know this girl. I'm not a fan.
Understandable.
But we sat them down and told them what she needs and how to properly take care of her and what to do for her.
But she's got to be probably born in December, probably last fall to beginning of winter. Yeah. Is she smaller than Poe is?
And she's much.
I mean, Poe's been slamming food, mind you.
I was going to say, so it's probably not been eating as much. Or...
Well, she said she's been feeding mice, which they're not as nutritious as rats are, and all of ours are on rats. We put all of them on rats from the start. As long as we can transition protein? That, like it's
extra protein. I'm assuming.
Well, they're bigger. They have more to them, so they have more nutrients.
There's much more nutrients and nutrition to them than.
And like Poe slams 2 of them every other time.
She either takes 1 pup rat or 2 fuzzy rats. Depends, because we vary it. We don't want to give her 1 huge meal every week. So sometimes we give her 2. Sometimes we even give her only 1 rat fuzzy, just to give her a small week. It's good for them. It's good for their bodies. But
she's got way more girth than that other one did, and she's probably a solid 3-4 inches bigger than her easily.
Not getting enough to eat.
That might be almost dead.
The other one's not getting nearly enough nutrition. It is dead, dude. That's like dead.
But. So we feel bad for it, but hopefully she'll listen to us and it'll be all good. I was like, what's that all about?
I was trying to blow it out and it's clogged.
Oh, you can't blow it?
No, not this time. Usually I'm pretty good at it.
Ayo.
Phrasing.
Oh, man.
Pun intended.
Aren't you funny?
Funny fucker.
Aren't ya?
No.
You're fucking all my shit up here, woman. Yeah. You're fucking shit up here.
I ain't doing fucking nothing.
You're pulling on this, and it's pushing it that way.
Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Woman, what the fuck? Look at you see that shit, Red?
Jesus.
You see that? That much gunk out of a fucking chillum.
Then again, I can't say anything, because the one that you guys said was clogged, not last week, but 2 weeks ago or whatever. It was my fat one during the Travel Buddies.
Okay.
That one was clogged. I cleaned it out. Every time I jammed a toothpick in, I would just pull out massive globs.
She's going to save that for her resin stash.
Listen, we go through rainy periods, okay, where we can't afford weed, and sometimes it's nice to have...
It doesn't get you real high, but it gets you to the point where you
gets you somewhere.
It gets you to sleeping.
And if I'm going to pull all of that out of that fucking chillum real quick, well, guess what? We're going to save it, because that's a lot of resin.
So, while she's doing that, how about we talk about some weed?
My fingers
wow. What kind of weed we're talking about?
How about we talk about some purple punch?
Some purple punch?
Purple punch. They say it makes you very sleepy as you smoke it.
It's not wrong.
No? No? Alright. 19% THC, and there's no CBD. Very calming. Leaves you pretty high. It is a crossbreeding of Larry OG and Granddaddy Perp.
Larry OG.
That's what it is. Larry OG.
But I do like me some Granddaddy Perp.
Yeah, Granddaddy Purple is crazy. I remember bringing it out here in cart form. I've brought it out here in bud form. You're obnoxiously loud tonight.
Always. It's not tonight, dude. It's always. But, like, Yeah, Granddaddy Perp's definitely in the running for top probably 10.
They say it has
stamps.
a overtaste of grape, which with the Granddaddy Perp,
It has a sweetness. It really does.
It has a sweetness.
It does. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Mal actually said that the first night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That has like almost like a, not quite a grapey, maybe pearish.
There was
like a light pear.
Other reported flavors was a 19% chance of berry. Well, I say chance, but 19% berry taste, or a 19% of people said they had a sweet taste. So
yeah, I feel like it tastes a little like a pear, like the sweetness of a pear. Not super sweet, but like kind of sweet. So,
Purple Punch is a parent strand to Mimosa and Banana Punch. And it... Are you having fun over there?
I promise I'm listening to you, but I
There
keep trying to
is-
blow it out and it won't blow out. And I think I think it was so warm that it took all the resin out of it.
You see it? It's actually like half-assed clean. Yeah. That pipe hasn't been cleaned in probably a year and a half.
I'm not surprised.
I didn't mean to clean it, but like, okay, so I
Well,
guess
congratulations. You did what you should have.
It's like almost clean. Just the tip of it's got a little bit. Just the tip.
So, there's no growing information here, so...
Boo, you whore.
I know. But that's all she wrote.
She's over here fascinated, so she's like
That's not my pocket.
non-chattable.
I'm chatting.
Maybe mentally, but she ain't saying shit right
I'm
now.
sitting there like,
You guys are
I've been
talking.
responding to everything you say in my head.
I promise.
Just with one-word answers. Oh, I am.
I am. Okay, boy.
Yeah. Like,
It's gonna be a harsh son of a bitch now.
oh God,
She's the clean one.
you're a mean one.
So it looks
Mr.
like,
Horn.
guys, that our chillum got so warm that when I pushed this bobby pin through to unclog it, it pulled all the resin out of it. Because we have a nice...
Look at how much resin that is.
I'm not surprised.
It's like black tar heroin
I only
looking.
said this in episode,
Oh,
one or
yeah.
two. That you guys need to clean your stuff.
Okay,
Oh, dude,
That
Like,
was back in January.
We'd have a fucking resin ball the size of a fucking...
Saskatchewan.
It's the size of a small child's head.
What the fuck is Saskatchewan? Besides a place in Canada somewhere or some fucking shit.
I think that's not even what it is.
What is it?
It's just from the movie Grown Ups. That's what
Yeah.
that dude says. It's
Yeah, I
called
know what he says.
Saskatoon, it's Saskatchewan.
It's, yeah.
So I always say Saskatchewan. It's
Canada.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Canada.
It's
The
in
Canucks
Cana-
up there.
Yeah, in Canada.
Canada.
Alright, so I just put all the resin away and we
Everyone
got-
listening from Canada is like, you guys are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
We're like, it'd be okay, eh?
What are you talking about?
That's so...
So clean and probably being picked up on the mic.
Yeah, she's... She
wonder if
don't care.
I wonder if she's peeking.
She's like half-assed, like, you know,
Oh, fuck, I peeped.
quite stoned.
I bet you there's been a few times the pipe went directly into the mic, so everybody just heard.
As we're like in the back going...
Yeah, we're just trying to talk over here.
Shut the fuck up. I was kind of proud of myself.
Wow!
I got it so clean.
I did. Look at it, Raj.
I'm so excited! I just can't hide it!
I did it all by myself.
I did. On accident.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow.
Now start doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can just take a fucking bobby
Dude,
pin and
it-
run it through the big ones.
It fucking reeks of resin now, though. I'm like, ugh.
My
Yeah.
fingers are all sticky.
You know what?
Oh, wow!
You know what'll fix that? Some nanners.
Some nanners.
Some nanners.
Nanners. Bang.
Bob's your uncle.
What?
I do have a great Uncle Bobby.
I mean, Bob's not next in line, but he's in the show, so.
She fucking gets all flinchy and shit.
All lost in silence.
You know, she doesn't talk. She just, like, makes gestures and shit. Oh, yeah, fuck, oh.
You know what would make her talk?
What?
Some questions.
What you got for us? Woman.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, let's fucking see. Yeah. She's so fucking prepared, ain't she?
I am.
Oh, let's fucking watch it. Let's go find ya.
So I have a question.
What?
If Mars
This is
is
gonna be
ever
stupid.
colonized, okay, because I don't know.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if, will anyone born there, be considered a Martian?
Okay. I've thought about this for a really long time. I say yes. They would technically be Martian even if they're from Earthlings. If they were fully burned on Mars, they can be considered a Martian.
So we would be Earthshans?
He just said we're Earthlings.
We're Earthlings.
Oh yeah, Sesame Street has an entire song about it.
Oh!
We are all Earthlings. Sorry.
Oh, God. She'd be a really good old lady puppet. Like, can you see it? Like, super old bitch, a super old bird. It would be an old raven. She'd be an old raven and just be fucking singing along on the corner of a fucking house. And they'd be like,
Beehive
shut the fuck up! And she'd be on that corner just to fucking sing it away. Get the fuck out of here! And she'd just be like, oh, how's the world? Like, oh, God. I could see it now. It'd be like off of Eureka's castle. She'd just be an annoying crow on the fucking castle. Just singing.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
Old as shit.
Dude, being a crow would be dope. Stealing people's shit all the time.
Or a raven. I said a raven to start, then I said crow, sorry. A raven or a crow, either way, they're big feckin' birds. Black, creepy birds
I
at that.
love crows and ravens. If I could have one, I would. But you're not allowed to have one.
People own them in different places.
Yeah, but not here. We're not allowed to own it here because it's native here.
Yeah.
Ravens are not.
I know.
Crows
But
are.
I don't think we're allowed to own them here because they could survive here.
Fair enough. So I have a question. In Looney Tunes, were the three birds, the three blackbirds, were they crow birds? Yeah, they were crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were crows, and I was like, wait, maybe they were ravens. Because they like shiny things, and both of them like shiny things.
Yes. Ravens are smarter than crows. But
Yeah.
crows,
Yes, they are.
But crows aren't dumb by any means.
Crows
No,
are
but-
also
Wicked intelligent.
depicted usually with their gray compared to the orange in cartoons. I've always noticed.
Ravens are black.
No, I mean with their their claws and their beaks compared to the crows with the
I got you. I got you.
orange and
Which crows don't have orange beaks? I don't understand that.
Yeah, they both have black beaks.
Yeah, they both have black
I know,
beaks.
so I don't know why people depict them that way anyways. I can see the gray beak because then you don't have a solid black figure.
right.
But I don't know. Either way, I would love to own a raven. It would be the coolest fucking thing ever. They're wicked intelligent, but you can't have them.
They
raven.
plan shit.
Yes.
And they learn
They'll also
schedules.
They'll
It's-
also steal stuff for you.
It's been known that they learn schedules. So they'll, learn when you're going to leave and then take off when you open the door because they know it's time for you to open the door. I hear they're really big dickheads. Stop it. I'm trying to talk.
I'm sorry. Actually, if you are kind to them, they will be kind back to you.
Like I said, they'll steal stuff for you.
Or they'll retrieve your shit. Like, if you drop some nonsense off some fucking cliff or some bridge and they know about it, they'll get it and they'll bring it back to you and leave it at your house. They've done it. They did it to this lady with her camera lens. Her daughter used to feed the crows. And the crows got so they really liked her daughter. So they would bring her, I guess they were ravens, they weren't crows. They would bring her little things that they thought were pretty. Sometimes it was somebody else's object that's shiny. Sometimes it was just a gum wrapper. But they left her presents all the time. And one day the mom dropped her photo lens off the edge of a bridge. And she's like, well, I guess I don't have that lens anymore. And when she got home, it was sitting on her doorstep for her.
Nice.
Bird power.
Bird power.
Yep.
All right, what's your other question?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, every
Okay.
time.
So, we name our pets. Do you think that pets have the ability to think like that we have a name that they have for us?
The monster!
Come on, sir.
Or is it, do you think that they call us a name? This is Dopey.
So
Like in, Epic. Where, like, everyone runs really slow and they move really slow because we're huge.
Right.
Because, like, hummingbirds fly, that's, like, normal speed of everything else.
Right.
And we're just really slow in those movies. We're like, hey, how's it going, guys?
Do you think dogs in their minds, or when they communicate with other dogs, do they think that they have a name for us?
So, I saw a video past week where somebody turned and said to their dog, hey, my name is so-and-so. And the dog turned their head and dropped their jaw because it was like, you're now just telling me that? That's what it looked like. You're like, now I know your name?
That's hilarious.
So strange.
It just makes me wonder, like, do they name us too? Because to them, we belong to them too.
I'm sure there is names. And they might even just catch on to our names just through our
the big feckin' dickhead.
Yeah, that's probably what our names are probably what it is to each
They're
other.
probably like, why are you touching my head? Stop touching my head.
It feels good. Just keep going.
Tucker named you Plaything.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm Snuggler.
Oh, she's coming up with nicknames for us from our dogs.
You know what her name is to Tucker?
What?
Mama.
No, it's Snuggler.
It's Mama.
You know what my name to him is? Fucker. Mere fucker.
Tucker the fucker.
He's a good boy.
Sometimes.
Like
What he wants to be.
Like 85% of the time, he's a good boy.
In what world?
Oh, he didn't make any trouble.
Dying.
I'm dying.
Yeah. My hip needs to go into place. It hurts. Ugh. No words are being said, just a bunch of noises everywhere. Oh, my hip just went in.
Oh,
Thank
my
God.
hip went in. Oh, it slipped.
Thank God.
Right?
Hey, look at that. A bug.
We got a firefly.
He's like, I want to get big too.
A lightning bug.
Oh, you're going to get it high.
Where'd it go?
On the flow. It's right there.
Be nice to it. They're fragile.
Fragile.
And they're cute.
She don't like any bugs, but she likes that. Speaking of bugs.
It took off. Probably fucking off feet, too.
You can go find some food now.
I'm all fucked up, guys. You just see it starting to, like, dizzily, like,
Now,
float around.
There's some hot bitch out there that's impressed that he just got fucked up. It's just some girl out there.
His ass is just glowing like 3 times brighter than anything else, and he's just like, I don't know how to stop it, guys. And like every girl's like, oh my god, look at that booty.
Look at that bright ass. Look at that bright ass.
Oh my god.
That's how they find each other. That's how they're attracted to each other.
The females are in the grass, and the males are the ones that are flying.
And that's how they impress the females, is by how bright they are. And they put off a pheromone.
Yes.
And then
it
when
says,
the female,
hey, come fuck me.
And we all think it's so beautiful and romantic.
Ah, what are you burning?
boom! Did you see it? Dive bomb. Ew! Plane down.
Gross.
It was a mosquito.
Okay. That's acceptable.
Exactly. That's what I said. It's kind of like that mosquito meme that we saw. This kid must have got all fucked up and died.
To you?
Yeah, we got to figure it out now. I was fucking high, woman. What do you expect?
You don't understand.
She expects me to be fucking Einstein when I'm baked out of my mind.
Baked out of my mind Facebooking and finding all kinds of it. And I had to explain like 3/4 of it to him. And I'm like, God damn it, Odd. It was
Oddball Robinson.
It was like one thing she had to explain. I understood the rest of it. Some of it just wasn't fucking funny.
One of the things I hate.
Dumb shit funny.
One of the things I hate is when I have to explain like 6 years of internet history for someone to understand a meme.
Today we saw a Harry Potter meme that was very funny. It wasn't even a meme, it was a conversation. Must be, they might have been dating already and they were just fucking with each other, or it was like a Tinder kind of thing. Like
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And he's like, are you from Hogwarts? Because you're a 9 3/4.
Hang on, I'm going to find it.
Oh, God. Anyways, it just went on from there, and like it was a full-on conversation. Both of them had at least one Harry Potter pun in there. And I was just like, them some seriously hardcore nerds. Like, I'm like, is that how nerds flirt?
Right here. It says, are you from Hogwarts? Because you're a 9 3/4. Yeah, I want to take off, yeah, I am. Want to take off my Dumbledores?
That's what it was, Dumbledores.
You can't be serious. I just hope you don't have a long bottom.
No.
Long or short, you can still Slytherin.
No, the Sirius is not...
Sirius Black is how it was written.
Yeah, it's spelled as Sirius Black.
Be warned, my mad eye has a moody of its own sometimes.
I didn't get that one, but I might have
Mad Eye Moody.
I might have...
He's one of the professors.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I might have...
It's actually...
weird, googly eye that kind of...
Yeah, it's the one actually, like, that they find out that it's not really
Goblet
him in the movie,
Fire,
and
right?
it's a different one, yeah. It's a different person that's impersonating him.
It says, don't worry, I won't be a Moni Myrtle. You sure? I can do some Severus damage. If you show me your wand, I'll show you my golden snitch. I'll be womping my willow pounding that.
Pondering that.
Pondering that? Oh yeah, womping my willow pounding. My bad. Still funny.
God damn.
Right. I thought it was pretty cool. Something you could definitely see. I'm surprised. We should look it up. What? Is there a Harry Potter themed, what you call it?
Pickup line?
Con.
Oh.
Comic-Con. Like,
Harry Potter themed Comic-Con.
She's like, I'll do it right meow. Like, I'm just curious if there's Comic-Cons just off of it.
Fuck.
It'd be very interesting. All the people dressing up like
I'm sure
their favorite character and shit.
There's probably some WizCon or something.
And then that would be like Blizzard's thing. You know, for like World of Warcraft Blizzard
these are
thing.
2020 events. Jesus Christ.
Well, the World
Is there a lot of them?
No.
The World of Warcraft one is
No.
BlizzCon. It's an actual event.
So I'm looking.
No.
It looks like there's really not any like themed Harry Potter Comic-Cons, but it's definitely a fan favorite to come dressed.
Well, people definitely dress like them at Comic-Cons. It's just like now they have book cons and all kinds of shit. Because like I've looked into book cons too. Because like 2 years ago we were thinking about going to one.
Yeah.
It would have been like a 3-day trip, and we were like, because it was like.
Is that what we're doing for our trip?
No.
Okay.
Are you trying to figure it out?
Yeah. Oh, so bad. She really is.
I made a guess the other day about what state we're going to.
I told her that the state that we're going to, weed is legal.
So of course I Googled.
So then she Googles it. She goes, "It's either Michigan or Jersey." I'm like, okay. And she's like, "Well, am I right?" I'm like, not telling you. Guess you'll find out once we get on the road.
I'm like, motherfucker.
I think once we get on the road, she'll know what state we're going to.
When is it again?
It's
It's this month?
Yeah, it's
End
in
of
2
the month?
weeks, actually.
Okay, 2 weeks.
2 weeks from today, we're leaving.
You're not getting anything out of me either.
Oh. Guys, I've known about this for months. And
Said's 14 weeks away from it, so for 12 weeks she's known about it.
He's been tormenting the fuck out of me.
I've known about it for what?
Probably about 2 weeks after I started planning it. 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Because I started telling him different things I wanted to do and like different places I wanted to check out.
We get really long car rides.
Yeah.
You know,
when we take
you're
the boy to his...
Raider Red.
Well, I mean, he likes to know secrets. That way he could be excited for it too. Be like, yay.
Also, I am excited about it. Like, wow.
Like, it's definitely the biggest surprise I've ever done.
I'm so scared and excited all the same.
Why are you scared?
Because I don't know what it is.
I gotcha. I don't know. I wouldn't do something like...
Well, how do I dress? How do I behave? What am I supposed to look
I'll
like?
tell you what it's not.
How do I prepare for this?
I'll tell you exactly what it's not. It's not a meth con where you guys go somewhere and do a bunch of meth.
I was starting to get worried. I'm like, oh God, what's he going to say here? And then he's like, it's not meth con, okay? I'm like, oh, okay. She's
The
so
look I'm
unenthused.
getting right now.
She was so excited
is
she thought you
priceless.
were going to give her a good clue. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, a twat shot. Boom! And she's like, God damn it. You're a dick.
Sorry, you're not gonna mess around on your vacation.
Yeah, sorry, Methody. It's just not working out.
I have zero desire to use any math, motherfuckers. Zero.
Oh, man.
What the fuck did I do to you guys?
So I can promise you, though, you'll always remember this little trip. I guarantee it. Because it's going to be a badass trip.
I know it will be.
Lots of stuff planned.
Lots of pictures.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to take
Lots of pictures.
Of course. That'd be cool. I'm super excited.
So it's somewhere we can take pictures.
Well, you can take pictures fucking anywhere, woman.
Jesus.
Like,
She's reaching for these.
yeah, I know, right? She's like, oh, I just need some help.
I just need something to grab that itch. It's on the top of my roof.
Yeah. No, it's going to be super, super fun. And I've been anticipating it ever since I started planning
And
it.
he's been teasing me.
Not teasing. I'm giving her clues and stuff as we go.
I'm pretty sure one of them wasn't even a clue.
It sure was.
It sure wasn't.
And which one are you referring to?
I'm trying to remember what one it was.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was that it's the biggest surprise I've had
Yeah,
yet.
that was the fucking clue.
That's
That's
a clue.
a
not
really
a clue.
good clue.
It's a clue, though.
There's so many things, though. I don't
Like,
know.
so you know it's bigger than Kozar's Christmas Village. Like, that's probably the biggest one to date.
Yeah, that was cool as fuck.
So, I mean... You know it's bigger than that, so I mean, yeah.
He told me to bring a band tee.
I have, like, it could mean a lot of things, though, so, like... like...
And I don't know what band tee to bring.
Oh, that's awful.
I know,
That's
right?
awful.
But I can't just bring them all.
I know, I do some stupid shit, I do.
That is
Like,
awful.
I give
That
her
is
the
a
best
great
clues
hint.
in a way, and the worst clue possibly.
That is a great hint, but that is awful. That is setting her up for destruction.
It fucking is, too!
Oh,
I love it.
It's gonna be good.
I love it.
Jackasses.
She probably only has about 45 band tees to choose from.
And she's gonna have at least half of them packed.
Because let's be straight here, I have a fuckload of band tees. Like, a fuckload.
I couldn't even name all of the band tees I've seen you fuck wear. I'm on the ball.
I just know that we have, like, a fuckload of band tees. Like,
Can I tell you what one I want to wear?
what one do you want to wear?
I want to wear your hate-free tank top.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a tank top.
Wow. Okay, that's fine.
It's a tank top. And I don't want to be super hot.
I got you.
And it's the
I
only
did
thing.
tell her it was an outdoor thing where we were going to one thing.
And I don't know. I don't think I have any other ones that are tank tops. Or big
Rain or shine.
I haven't asked an Alexandria one that's a tank top too. But it's a different material.
Is it like material that's going to be clingy and
It's
not
the one that you, yeah, but you like the material on it.
Oh.
It's the one I wear for our undershirt. The black one.
I love that one.
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
wear either one of them, whichever one you let me wear.
Oh man, I don't care. You can wear whatever.
Okay, awesome, perfect.
Setting her up for destruction. But if she wears all the band tees, she can't be...
Fucking
I have a heat
marshmallow woman.
Wait. Oh, it's this one! Take off level 23. Fuck! Yeah!
No, then you know what you do? Then you take that one off and be like, hold this baby. And then you take off all but the last one, and then you put that one back on, and then you take the shirt that's on underneath it off.
Yeah, she's a girl, so she has a whole... Yeah.
And then you're down to one shirt.
Wow. And then you just have to carry a fuckload. Just have a whole
You have a whole
backpack.
suitcase.
worth of-
Yeah, a whole backpack.
I'll pack it first.
You look like one of them people that are selling t-shirts where you're like, Oh, they're all different t-shirts, I promise.
Yeah, you don't want any of these because they're not related.
They're mine. You can't have them, motherfucker. Sorry.
I was packing for a show. I didn't know the show. I just packed for a show.
I was thinking about wearing my Rob Zombie fuck you shirt. That's what I was thinking. That's just me, though. So it has Rob Zombie on the front of it, and the back of it says, fuck you.
Yeah, and you can't wear that at a whole lot of places.
I don't really care. I'll wear it wherever.
Yeah.
I told off a guy in fucking Denny's in Las Vegas at 6 in the morning one time, okay? I don't want to hear about it. Like, I don't care.
I won't wear my Fuck Governor Wolf shirt unless you're with me because I don't want to get shot.
I think it's hilarious.
I love it! But, like, I wore it to a couple of tattoo client appointments, but they were people that I knew would love it. I won't just wear it because, quite honestly, 99% of the time, I'm not in the mood for a political debate.
Marco.
Pull up. Ooh, that's close.
It's definitely him.
Motherfucker.
Definitely him.
Motherfucker Jones. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'll get stuck watching that fucking movie here in the next couple of days. Didn't we already smoke Hubert? No, we didn't.
No, we
Last week.
And this afternoon.
Yeah, we smoked this afternoon, too.
Twice.
I totally forgot to pack for Bob.
Oh, what fuck.
I know. I'm going to sit
Good
here.
job, Red.
I'm going to sit here and be an asshat.
Oh, you got another one that's not broken this time, hey?
Yeah. This has been the show container that I had. The broken one, I don't know where
you brought the broken one last week.
Did I?
Mm-hmm. Didn't he?
I barely remember.
The green container was broken the other day.
Okay,
remember?
sure.
Because the one
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing because I don't know.
The fixed one was always my show container. Unless I broke one. But that would be forever ago.
I don't know. It was just like 2 weeks ago that you had it with you, I think. I wonder what's going on up the road. There's been
I've been seeing them blinking lights. They've been distracting me because,
it's
ADHD.
a white truck with a trailer, but I couldn't read the license plate. I tried.
I figure it's probably Gary's. And as we say that, they go out. Oh, it started again. It stopped for a second, and I was like, oh, okay. They're listening to us. At like 300 meters away.
Yeah, they know the live show. Yeah.
Yeah, they just
yelling, Gary, your lights are on!
They listen to them all the time. Like every week, they're like, "Oh, we gotta catch the podcast." They're like,
"We hear that Red fucking coughing away. We know what he's doing."
It's like our live studio audience.
Yeah,
that and all that creatures out in the yard.
Yeah,
the rabbits and the whistle pigs and
my deer.
The deer, I swear to God, eavesdrop. The motherfuckers would stand right in the tall grass on the edge of it and just stand there and stare at you and eat while you're talking. Like eavesdropping motherfuckers.
They know when it's safe. They know when it's safe.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. They'll come out if I'm not. Like, we're out here and whatnot. They come into the yard. They know we're not going to come off the porch.
And we've actually gotten Tuck will even see them. And we've gotten him to the point where he won't go after them.
Interesting.
Like, he won't go after anything now. We'll be like, Tucker. And he'll just
We just have to keep his focus on us. He's got to listen to what we're saying. He's getting much better at it. But if he sees the animal before we do, he will chase it.
Interesting.
But if we yell at him as soon as we catch him doing it, he stops and comes back. So he's doing better.
It's pretty interesting, actually. I had something I was going to go into next. Like I had a thought process a minute ago.
About Jackson learning.
And
Jackson's been doing pretty solid, too.
Yeah. As long as you're not having a hold of him. If you don't have a hold of him like we have been, and you just have him in your hand like this, instead of a hold of him,
he's gotten
he's a lot more relaxed, and he'll just chill.
Yeah. Now he won't...
He won't try to run away or be a dick, none of that. He's been hanging out on Mel's chest for the last couple days.
He just likes to lounge.
He does. He's been sitting on my chest and hanging out. I had him outside here with me on the porch, and a couple times he crawled up on my shoulder and crawled on top of this cushion and stopped. And he was just looking. And then he came down, and I'm petting him. And he came over here and crawled up on this cushion. And he's looking around. I'm like, you can't go out there. Well, then he decided he might want to try, and we had to remove that and put him back. But he definitely was... He's getting better. He's learning that maybe we're not quite so horrifying and terrible.
Hopefully he'll get to where he's actually really chill.
I think he will.
He's not horrible, But he's definitely not amazing right now.
But he's learning. He's getting better.
God damn.
A lot of progress, though, in like a month and a half.
He's not ready for shows. He's not ready for a whole bunch of people to handle him. But he's getting better with us.
Right.
Yeah, like, we'll reach in and pick him up, and he'll just be like, okay. And if you don't have a hold of him, I feel like he feels nervous when you have your hand wrapped all the way around him. Because if you just have him, like, your hand underneath him, and then just have your other hand ready to grab him if he's going to try to run.
I know, but the problem is that even, like, when we first got him, if you let go enough to let him kind of have that freedom, God, he was trying to run. You had to keep a hold of him.
We have that, like, he's trust us enough now that he doesn't try to run. So I was thinking maybe we should review something every week.
Okay.
Like, we just watched a new movie today. We watched Tom and Jerry today. It's a really good movie. All the animals in the whole movie are cartoons.
Okay.
So it's similar to like how Who Framed Roger Rabbit was with regular people and that, but it's mostly humans in regular world. And then just the animals are cartoon.
Yep.
Okay.
All the animals, any animal you see in the entire movie, whether they're really a part of the movie or not, they're all cartoon animals.
And I just thought it was really cool.
It was a neat way to tie it into everything, like, you know.
It was really funny, and it stayed true to like old school Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Like fucking the door comes down and fucking smashes Tom, and it like has the little plow barks around him, and it's pow pow pow, you know, and like just shit like that. They had a lot of really funny little like puns in it and stuff. Kind of like Sonic. I don't know if you watched Sonic or not.
I haven't watched Sonic yet either.
The Sonic is really good too.
I heard it's really good, especially after they did the redo.
Now that is when literally fans
Yeah.
told them, all right, nobody's going to fucking watch your movie if you don't fix his eyes. And they were like, guess we better fix his eyes, and spent like $500,000 fixing.
They fixed
mistakes.
a lot more than just his eyes, too, honestly. It was...
but like, it was okay, it just wasn't amazing.
They kept him more true to
And
form.
now it's like dead on what you would imagine it would be.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, like, somebody played the video game and was like, okay, that's Sonic.
Even how he beats him at the end, like, I can't tell you. I don't want to ruin it for you. We'll just not talk. But Jim Carrey playing Robotnik, come on
That
now.
was perfect.
Even though Robotnik's supposed to be fairly fat, and Jim Carrey's extremely not fat, he's like really slim and skinny.
Yeah.
But he plays a really good Robotnik, like a really good, weird,
really
douchey guy.
Robotnik would be really hard to pull off unless they casted somebody that was like that size. But then doing stuff that Jim Carrey probably did in the movie would probably been hard for a guy that size.
Yes.
Well, like there's one like dance sequence. Well, I guess he just started doing it on set, just fucking around. They were filming it, and like they kept it. Like he was just like fucking around. Like he put these sunglasses on, like starts dancing, and like his assistant scares the fuck out of him. Yeah, it's really funny, and like it was a real thing. It wasn't how it was supposed to be.
Right.
It was really funny, and like they just improvised the whole fucking thing, and they kept all of it.
It was perfect though. Like
We watched it in Jim Carrey like 10 times. Jim Carrey impromptu, and like Liar Liar had like 3 of them on it.
Yeah.
Because literally in Liar Liar they were just like, just do what you want to do. He's like, okay. The pen is blue. The pen part, that was just him going off. Just going fucking nuts.
Also was the him kicking his own ass was also just him just doing it.
Yeah, him just fucking around.
Beat the shit out of himself.
Yeah,
like not crazy bad, but like yeah, he was acting
serious.
there, but he definitely like gave himself a bloody nose and shit. Like
yeah, he fucked himself up a little bit.
But like, it's funny as shit to me because I'm like, okay. Like, there's an extent to where you go a little over the acting edge into insanity, and like Jim Carrey's right on that line. And like he lost that for like 15 years, in my opinion. And then when he was in Sonic, he got his like stupid funniness back. Like back in the days of, like fucking
Liar,
Ace Ventura,
liar.
Ace Ventura, liar, liar.
The Mask.
Like, the Mask, yeah.
Love the
Back when he
Mask.
was a fucking hoot.
me, and
Like, this
Irene.
fucking insane. Yeah. You, me, and Irene, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Or me, myself, and Irene.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Me, myself.
You had me all fucked up
I'm
there. I'm like, wait,
sorry.
what? I just followed you. Like, oh, that was a bad jumping or bad bridge to jump onto.
Why would
Fucking-
you follow me if I
This
believe
bridge
that
is
we're
burning.
fucked?
Why am I on it?
If we're
God damn
following
it.
me, we are fucked, okay?
So the other day, we gotta tell you this reptile story,
Oh,
too.
yeah, we had fun.
So we went to,
I got a surprise this past weekend.
Uh-oh.
well, she knew about it because I told you guys on here last week.
Uh-oh.
So she knew about it.
I
Oh, yeah, I
must
found
not
out about
remember.
it a couple days before it.
The Rochester
Expo.
Expo. Reptile
Oh,
Expo.
yeah.
Yeah, so we went, and we were like, we got there and it says, New York's biggest reptile expo. We're like, oh man, this is going to be sweet. Now, we walked through this place for 2.5 hours to get through it one time.
Yep.
So, yeah, 2.5 hours walk through it one time. They had not the selection we wanted, though. Like, we were kind of bummed out on that because,
Yeah.
like, in Erie, they have alligators. They have
Right.
fucking all kinds of random species. They have a bunch of poisonous species. Venomous. Yes, venomous.
There's...
A difference.
What's the difference?
Poisonous, if you eat them, it harms
Right,
you.
okay.
Venomous, they can harm you with their venom.
If you eat it, it's poisonous. If
Yeah.
it bites you, it's venomous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And
remembered something
I
like
accidentally say poisonous when I mean venomous.
It's understandable.
Like, normal people understand what's happening, and she's just anal retentive and has to correct everything.
She's
anyways.
gotta be right, Aries.
So,
Fuck you.
like, when we go to Erie, there's all kinds of venomous snakes and shit that are cool to look at. I mean, they're all in boxes and shit, you know what I mean? But, like
Like, we can't hold them, but they really need to be able to see them.
You can look at him and be like, oh, so that's a viper. Oh, that's what he looks like when he's about to bite me. Oh.
but like,
I wonder if this recorder just pisses it off. Oh, it's just pissing it off.
No.
there was a lot of different geckos there. That part was cool. And then there was more chameleons there. Like, we got to see a couple of Jackson's chameleons. We got to see a couple of panther chameleons, which that's what we plan to have a ways away. A couple of species from now, because they're
Pain in the
advanced.
dick, and we would like to get a little bit more comfortable with some stuff first.
Like, they'll get, sinus infections if they don't have the right amount of air circulation
Interesting.
in their cage. Like, they're insane. Like, it's just...
So they have to have, like, pressurized cages?
They have to have
No.
air movement. So, like, we would need to get, like, a little desk fan with a cage like Mocha's. It's got a screen on top. And, like, have it blowing into the cage so it kind of would create a movement in there.
Kind of like how a convection oven works.
Yeah.
It has to have, like, a flow in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But they have to have a mesh, too, so they can climb on it. And then, like most people will make a mesh and then they'll get an acrylic on the outside. That way they can still keep their humidity up. Because their humidity has to be between, like, 75 and 95. Like, they're a pain in the dick. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
like...
You guys want that in your house.
And you can't...
Yeah, what we're going to do is, like, we saw these fountains the other day. I want to put a fountain in the bottom of it. And then have a mister coming through at all times, too. So that way it'll hold the moisture better with that fountain staying in there all the time. Because the lights will help it, like, evaporate a little bit. And then the mister will help keep it moist in there. So hopefully it won't evaporate much. And we'll just have to add a little bit of water every day.
Good luck. That sounds like a pain in the fucking ass.
I don't think so. It'll be
What
alright.
we'll end up
It'll
getting
keep
is
the
a mister
humidity up.
system for it that will be an automatic mister that'll come on every so often. Like, that's what they have to have. You can't even just have, like, a mister like we have for the other ones. They need a special kind of mister.
But with that fountain in there, first off, it's something on the ground that they can drink from, even though they don't usually. But it's still there for them if they want it. Or, like, if you end up having babies, a lot of them go downwards because they get scared of the height because they're babies. So they're on the ground or around the ground, and when that happens, they need something to drink. So with chameleons and most geckos, you should have 2 to 4 places to have food in and to have water supply. So that way they could be at different heights and drinking and stuff, especially when you have multiples in one cage.
Interesting.
And they need a good amount of space and a fuckload of stuff to crawl on and walk on.
You want to make sure that they have zero reason to compete for any basking space or any food or water.
They will kill each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're perfectly fine to live together as long as they have enough space and they have all the stuff that they need.
Their needs are all met. There's enough hides for everybody to have room and, you know.
But we saw some of them anyways. And then we saw 2 hognose, which I was pretty bummed about because I was really hoping to see a bunch of hognose.
But I got to hold one.
Yes, we got to hold a Arctic toffee. Arctic Conda
Arctic Conda toffee is what it was.
Yeah.
It was so cute, and I got to hold it and play with it. They don't constrict like a regular, like any of our snakes do, or most snakes I've held. Sorry, there's a bug attacking me.
It's a tiny moth. Like, chill the fuck out, God.
They will like kind of hold on to you as you're holding to them, and these don't. They're just like a fucking limp noodle around, and you just hold on to them.
They're pretty interesting.
It was so cute though.
And then they had a good amount of monitors and stuff. They didn't have very many kinds of monitors.
No, but
they just had a shitload of tagus. They had a ton of bearded dragons.
They had a couple mangrove monitors.
A couple. But like at the Erie one, a lot of times you'll see like an Aki or 2, and you'll see mangroves, you'll see
Nile, and once in a while you'll see croc monitor.
What is it's not spike back, roughneck. Well, every once in a while Erie will have roughneck ones, which those get fucking big. Them roughneck ones get to be like, I'm going to say probably 6 feet.
I really like the roughneck, but I've already gotten you to agree to tagus, Akis, black dragon, and a Bell's Phase lace monitor. Like, that's 4 different kinds of monitor species.
This is a long ways from now. Like, because we're going to need to be able to have breeding done before that, because we ain't going to be able to afford their habit. They're like their eating habits. Otherwise, they eat fucking, like, pounds of chicken a day.
No, not a day. Every couple days.
Or, you know, like when they eat.
Yeah.
Like 10 pounds of chicken a piece.
Or,
these big ones.
You mix it up too. Like
so you go to Walmart and you just buy
a package of chicken. You buy a package of steaks, some fish.
Do you cook it or you just?
No. They eat it raw.
Rats. You give them some rats. You get some chicks from Rodent Pro.
Yeah, you can get like frozen chicks.
So they just sit in a tank with a shit ton of food and then eventually just.
No, like when it's feeding time, you just like have it all and you just start feeding it to them and they'll eat all of it.
Yeah. You make them work for it, though, too.
Yeah, that's how you train them. Like, that's how you get them to learn commands and stuff. Because they actually are really smart.
Yeah.
They're not quite like a dog smart, but, like, they can learn a good amount of stuff. Like crocodiles.
Roll over.
Well, like, crocodiles can learn a bunch of shit, too.
Crocodiles can learn their names and to come when they're called. They can learn to stay where they're at. They can learn to close their mouths, all with voice and visual commands, both.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like crocodiles...
As cool as that sounds, no.
But there is the ability for all that. So, like, I mean, reptiles are fairly smart. I mean, they really are.
I get that.
Oh, when we
but
get
you
an
don't
alligator
fuck
and a crocodile, I'll be
you
putting
don't
some work
fuck
in.
with something that hasn't evolved in 1.5 million years.
I'm about to.
It's an apex predator that has survived the dinosaur era.
I'm going to turn that apex predator into an animal that tolerates my presence.
Over there.
Yeah,
it's an over there thing.
That's like a long fucking time from now.
That's
way over
that's
there.
Like after the first building. That's
I hope
like
it's on the other
building.
side of the field.
That's second building. I'm not allowed to have them until we're on to our second.
Oh, she
And
decided now it's our
gonna
second
be way
building.
over there on the other side of the field, right?
So the second building's going to have the crocodilians, and then she's going to go backwards
I'll just
to
look at that house
other
and be
shit
like,
that's smaller
no.
than that, I guess.
Excuse
I'm
me.
assuming our second building will be rather large, and we'll be able to get our crocodilians and possibly our snakes or our monitors or whatever the fuck we decide to do. We'll see. Figure it out.
Monitires are big.
They require big habitats, but big habitats can also be stacked because they don't like the Aki monitors. They're smaller. Like they're gonna stay about as big as marbles will get.
They're really cool looking, actually.
Yeah, Marbles has grown a lot since.
Have you seen Marbles lately?
He just
Not
shed the
lately.
other day.
He's like this big, bud.
Jesus fucking Christ.
From head to tail.
Jesus.
And he's about this
fucking
big around
Oh
now.
yeah, he's a nice little chonker. He's eating real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we'll have to show you him tonight when
Yeah,
we're
he's
done.
doing really good.
But he's really fucking chilling out, too.
But we can stack the tags.
You know what I just heard? I got a tiny dick.
Alright, you can stack them.
We can stack monitor cages.
Well, yeah.
And then once the monitors are bigger, we can just have boom, 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 big monitor cages. It'll be fine. Figure it out. Watch and see.
It'll be fine, she says.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm
It's all
Everything
fine.
will be fine.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
But
It's fine.
anyways, yeah, we...
I thought about it. It's fine. It's not a stressor. It's fine.
Alright, so... You guys ready?
Yes.
Y'all know what time it is?
Yes.
I think it's time for the Urban Dictionary word of the night.
Alright, so what's the abbreviation?
Oh,
This is an abbreviation night.
okay.
I guess it's a well-known one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. OTPHJ.
OTPHJ.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Let me get my phone so I can type the letters because I need to see them.
Oh,
Hold on.
jeez.
OTPHJ.
PHJ.
On
Okay, wait. We're
The
going to
phone.
OTPHJ.
OTPHJ. Yep. I don't know. I don't know who comes up with this shit, but I was like, oh, okay.
OTP.
HJ.
Hold on the phone hand job?
On the phone hand job. Okay.
I can't, the HJ throws me off. Because OTP is usually abbreviated for on the phone when you're trying to, like, reply to someone quickly.
So on the phone hand job.
I don't know what the HDA is at all. I'm just, the only thing I can think of is, like,
I have zero idea what this could be. I'm literally, my brain is going. I'm like, you're
I want to
so
say
helpful.
hold on, Jack, but there would be another letter in there.
And you got him a little wonkified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so Rhett actually had some of the words right. Over the pants hand job.
Oh my god, you had the hand job part right.
He
but
did.
Not the other part.
He did.
Ew.
And it's a distant cousin to the dry hump. Oh man, I can't have sex because my parents are home. Will you settle for a OTPHJ? I was like, oh my. I thought that was a pretty good one.
Okay.
And then fucking Red almost got it. Almost.
Nice job, dude.
I've been on the internet too long.
Well, I thought you were going to say over at a sec because you were like on and then you were like, oh.
Yeah, I was sitting
on,
there. It was
over.
like all I could get was on the phone.
So I was like, maybe he'll say over. I'm like, maybe he'll get
My
it.
brain's going over the counter. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't work. And it's like over the phone. I'm like, okay, great, but no.
I thought it was pretty funny though. I was like, that's like one of those things like when you're in McDonald's and she decides to like be like, you're like, oh,
Hey, how you doing?
All right, Dick. Thanks.
You like standing
I
in the
get
middle?
yelled at for that.
You like standing up in the middle of McDonald's?
In the middle of fucking, McDonald's, you're walking around with a fucking Woody, you're like, sweet.
So, can I get 3 cheeseburgers? Yeah, it's real. Can I get 3 cheeseburgers?
And my friend said he'd like some nuggies while he's at it, please. To go with his own nuggies.
Extra sweet and sour.
Dicky.
Oh, God.
Hey, man. I couldn't help it. But yeah, literally, like, that's when that happens. Like, when you're walking through Walmart and it's like, ha! You're like, whoa! 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 I wasn't ready!
There's an old lady in the next
I'm
aisle,
horrible about
and
that.
I gotta get
You
trash
are!
bags.
Like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm horrible about it. She'll bend over and I'll be like, ha ha! She'll be like, seriously. Just trying to shop real quick.
I'll be in the middle of trying to do something cooking dinner, and I've got hot shit, and he's over there fucking grabbing a hold of my ass or other parts, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna drop this shit. Stop it!
Don't break.
That's the best time when they're got their hands busy. You can be like, oh, fondle, fondle, fondle. I'm just saying. Then they can't like try to swat your hands away. You're like, haha.
That's how you also
got
get hit
you.
by a frying pan.
No.
I'm not that mean.
No, she wouldn't. She might jump and like accidentally hit me with like a piece of meat or something.
That's
if
how
it,
you
like,
get
flew
hit
off.
by a frying pan. No, let's be honest. Because it's your wife. That's how you get hit by a frying pan.
Yeah, Miss Klutz.
I don't mean to.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put the pot on your head. It just happened.
But the burning. I'm sorry.
Everywhere.
I didn't mean to burn
It's
you.
everywhere.
I would be crying. Like, if I accidentally spilled something hot like that.
Dude,
I'd
all
cry.
the time. Like, any way she can abuse me, it happens.
I don't mean to,
I
though.
swear to God. She watches too many of them fucking wives with knives and bullshit. She
My
fucking
foot's
comes up with
broken.
like the one she was watching today, Deadly Women. It was like some fucking nurse that like kills people on purpose because they're like, she's mercy killing them. And I'm like, and there was another one that was talking about how she was feeding them like fucking vitamins and shit that were made out of arsenic and shit or whatever. And I was like, my wife, I'm telling you, she abuses me all the time. I'm hurt all the time. She hurts me.
Oh my God.
I am not trying to kill you. I have nothing
But you're
to
doing
gain
a
from
damn
your death.
good job.
I have nothing to gain.
No, she really doesn't. I ain't worth dick. Let's be straight here.
Like, literally, I'd have a paid-off house, and that's it. Like, there'd be no way to pay for him to be cremated. There'd be no way to pay
It's funny
for
how
anything.
she's already thought about all of this.
It's not that I
She's
thought
like,
about
it's like
it,
$4,000 to cremate.
I don't know how much it is.
Maybe I
That's
could
a
just
long
do-
stretch.
Maybe I could do that myself.
I don't know how much
in the
it is.
She's like,
backyard.
maybe I could just put them
Guys.
in a coffee can.
Guys.
That'll work.
I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a special urn.
I don't know
He
how
would
much
like
any of it is,
this.
motherfuckers. Okay, I just know that nobody else pays for, but I would have to.
I'm gonna get a
You know what I mean?
silver
Whatever the fuck
urn
it is.
and engrave it myself.
With these pretty flowers. If you do engrave my urn someday, put a skull on it.
How
Something
about-
badass with some dignity,
I would
please.
not make you an urn with flowers on it, motherfucker. I know you better than that.
Yeah, but she loves flowers, son. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
put it
flowers
past
for
her.
mine, not for yours. And we're
It's gonna be the same urn
She's
someday,
already
so
gonna
like,
have.
fuck.
She's already gonna have his and
See?
her urns done.
When she's like 50, she's like, just in case.
Just in case I die,
No, I'll
and
just
in
paint
case
one
you
that
die.
One side is you and one side is me. I'll paint one side flowers
Oh,
and
the
one side
mixing.
of
She'll be fucking 95 in there. What you doing, Grandma? Oh, I'm painting my urn for when I die.
I want it
With
to
your
be
grandfather.
this color.
How long you been working on that? 4 years. Have you ever seen this woman paint?
14 years.
No, legit, this woman takes forever to paint. Like,
It takes me 2 weeks to paint a set of wine glasses.
she paints the motherfucker like 37 times. get it done. I'm like, wow, that's
Well,
dedication.
because it's your guys' urn, he'll be like, I've been working on this for 10 years.
It's an extra 3 inches thick all the way around. She's like, I've repainted it 37 times because I keep changing my
never
mind.
happy with it.
I keep changing my mind.
Better hope I finish it before we die, because if not, we're gonna have a half-painted urn.
I don't care. I like the thoughts of those urns that they put in the trees. The biodegradable urns, they just put you in a tree, and then they grow it into like a thing, and it turns you into a tree.
That's how you get haunted forests.
No, listen to me. We should do that and have it planted in our fairy garden.
There you go.
That's how you get haunted forests. Stop it.
That's how you get Grandma and Grandpa stay around forever.
That's how you get...
Together forever.
That's how you get a haunted forest.
And ever.
We're gonna plant it in our fairy garden.
Ever.
Okay.
That's what we could do.
Yeah, we'll just stay together forever and ever and
ever and ever.
Our souls will be trees right next to one another.
I already told you.
We'll cuddle
if I die,
our tree leaves.
I already fucking told you. If I die first, I'm gonna haunt your ass until you join me.
That's what I have to look forward to.
Get your own half of the tree.
Yeah, he has that to look forward to.
Those ones are like, the weeping willow with like a really badass looking weeping willow, and her half is gonna be some fucking cherry tree or some like
rose bush,
cherry blossom tree. Yeah,
it's gonna be different.
It'd be black roses
or purple.
A black rose bush wrapped around me.
Purple.
Wrapped around my tree.
I'd be like, this is fucking mine, don't touch it.
That's what I was thinking. You see this tree? This is my fucking tree. Don't touch my tree.
One of your branches is going to start carving into another branch, and it'd be like you guys tattooing each other through branches.
Dude, we need to have a memorial plate that says, this is my tree. Don't touch my fucking tree. When we die.
Oh, my. Why are we talking so morbidly?
I don't know.
Because it should be a really long fucking time from now. So
it will be, but it was also kind of humorous.
It was.
I do take forever to paint. I was talking about painting a set of wine glasses and stuff to ship to Brian that I love to watch. Because Lori drinks a lot of wine, and I'd do something different for him as well. I just don't know what yet. But he's like, you better start them now. It's going to take you about a year to fucking paint them. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I told her she should do a tortoise one for Lori. Because Lori likes her tortoises.
She does. She has a tortoise. It's hers, named Matilda.
Matilda. A big feckin' one. Like, a big feckin' one.
Yeah, and she's going to get like 500 pounds.
Wow.
She's not even full grown.
Holy fuck. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing's like this big.
She's a big
Red.
girl.
I'm not joking. It's big.
She's going to get massive.
Wow.
And they don't even lock it up.
No,
it's allowed to roam around wherever it wants.
Yeah, she's got a pen that has a door, but like she can open the door, so she kind of just comes out whenever she wants to and meanders. There's one turtle or tortoise that lives in there with her that's smaller. His name is Steve, and he's a leopard tortoise, and he gets stuck into the stool all the time, and then just drags the stool all over to repair him until somebody takes the stool off them. There was one night it set off their security cameras because Steve came out through the door. He figured out how to open it now too, and got stuck under the stool, and through the security cameras you couldn't see him, but you could just see the fucking stool go cruising through the whole place overnight.
That'd be comical though. Be like, what the fuck?
That was their first thought. They didn't realize he had gotten out. It was the first time that he had done it, and they were like, what's going on? Why?
Steve's back in there, the door's closed, they're like, how did that happen?
They found him later, stuck under the stool still.
So they must have put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That's some funny shit, though.
Oh, yeah. And it's happened multiple times now, so they're like, oh, okay. But it's funny.
Good lord.
Yeah.
That was a feck of a yawn.
Right?
Did we even finish talking about it?
About what?
The expo? Did we finish talking about it?
I mean, ish.
Basically, we've decided we're not going to any more New York expos because
We go for the animals.
Yeah, we don't go for the crap. We go for the animals.
And they had so many fucking rats and bullshit there. Like, people were selling frozen rats, and there was, like, all these live breeder rats.
frozen rats there, though. Like,
right, and then there was live breeder rats. Like, not one or two, like, 40 of them. I'm like, really? I don't really care to get feeder rats. Like,
you could buy a chinchilla there, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
And a mini pig, which, by the way, get to be like 40 pounds still.
Jesus Christ.
That's a mini pig. Well, regular pigs get to be like 500 or 600 pounds.
Right.
Let them get to be full size.
I really want one so bad.
No, we don't need a fucking pig.
I want to name it Bacon Seed.
I thought there was a rule: no more farm animals.
It's a house animal, though.
It's still a farm animal.
Farm animals live outside.
It's a bacon seed
that lives in the house.
It's a farm animal.
It's a house animal.
It's a farm animal.
It's a house animal. That's why people have them in their apartments and stuff.
My cousin Jesse used to have a couple of mini pigs.
See?
One was named Billy, and he fucking bit everybody. He was a dickhead.
That wasn't nice of Billy.
I didn't like Billy. He had another one, too. I don't remember what it was called. Billy was really good for lunch. They made a hammy out of him.
That's sad.
Well, after you bite everybody a couple times, you're
gonna be.
We had a
done.
potbelly pig when I was a kid, except it wouldn't quit shitting underneath my mom's kitchen table.
Eye for an eye. You bite me, I bite you.
And then it tried to bite the cat and eat it because the cat pissed it off. And so it went and lived with, her name's Candy. She has a whole bunch of goats. Anyway, that's where it lived, and it lived there till it got old and died. She had it for a really long time.
You're probably talking about Maggie Jakewith.
No, I'm not talking about Maggie Jakewith. Her name is Candy. She lives on... I'll tell you later. I don't want to tell them... Say it on here where the fuck she lives.
No, you're funny. No, you're fine. It's just funny. Like, she's just like, and I'm not going to do that.
I'm just kidding.
Allied.
This is empty.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
What?
What's the advice tonight?
Voice of the night.
I don't have any.
I got some advice.
Alright.
So, if you're chilling at a friend's house, like, for whatever reason overnight, don't, like, show up right when they say don't show up. Stupid fucking drunk or stoned or whatever. So, like, don't show up at midnight and be, like, fucking wasted.
Spaced.
I'm pretty sure we've had people do that.
Yeah. Well,
There's a difference between getting wasted at a friend's house
No.
and showing up wasted.
We've had people show up here, like, super, super late like that before.
But did they have to stay the night?
No.
No.
Guys, fucking hauling dick. Yep. So your advice tonight is to be courteous to your friends that you're staying at their house.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I mean,
I get it if you have like an emergency and something happens, okay.
yeah.
But if you're just like,
That's different.
hey, I'm going to come chill at your house tonight, is that cool? And you're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then they show up at like 1 a.m., like pissed drunk, you're like, sweet.
Yeah, that's what I mean in difference. Like, there's a difference between if they're like, oh, I'm going to drive home. No, you're not. No. You're going to come with me, I'll take your car home, and you're going to crash on my couch, you know?
Right.
There's a difference, like...
Right.
That's just being smart, though.
Yes.
But, like, if you are invited to come stay and you show up in the middle of the night pissed drunk, like...
Yeah.
You're kind of a dick.
Yeah, you're being a dick. It's not
You're
cool.
not allowed to have more fun than me at my own house. No.
Right. Like, there's a difference between, like I said, there's a difference between getting drunk at the house with a person, you know, compared to Oh, hey.
It's even different
Sorry,
if somebody
bud.
shows up at your place in the middle of the night for an emergency.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. Like,
Yeah.
if it's an emergency, all right.
But it was
I get
it was already the invitation. Be like, oh, yeah, you can chill whenever, you know. If you're going to stay in town, whatever.
Then it's just being kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because first off, you're probably going to wake up your friends, their house. Because it's like 1 in the
And
morning.
possibly their neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
if
gonna
you
be
live
busy.
if you live like Red does in an up the top of
Top of other people.
the upstairs
Second
apartment.
story
That's what it is.
Yep.
And you know somebody's pissed drunk, like they're not being quiet, trying to go up the stairs
No.
and shit.
Dude, and them going up your stairs, pissed drunk. Dude, that's a risky venture.
I don't even like going up it sober.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's risky. Sorry.
Could you be any less loud, please?
Oh,
It's impossible.
Sorry.
Holy
Ah,
fuck!
there's a bug in my eye.
Oh! It ran away. I saw it. I see it now.
Motherfucker.
It's that one.
Why did it do that?
Because it's not very nice.
No noise,
But-
bug.
Our pipe's about done,
So are we.
so we shall catch you later.
Lay.
Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube and whatever you're on, Spotify. Yeah.
Wherever the hell you are.
We don't
Just
know.
because as much as we could get out there, the better it is for us, you know. And I mean, obviously, it shows that you guys like it, and we appreciate seeing that you guys like it. So
Yes,
we would
it makes
just
us
love
smile. It really does.
Yeah,
Love to see that
love
sub.
Seeing everything, you know, we're gonna get everything here rolling here soon.
So on that set, I also want to say that we have our episode comes out every Friday night. Usually, hopefully, we like to get out about 4:20. Depending on work schedules, it doesn't always work out that way.
But we try.
But so you can hear the Ganja People every Friday night after 4:30-ish, somewhere in the afternoon, evening time,
Yep.
every single week.
All right.
On that note, we're going to say we're out. So just remember, don't let your meatloaf.
Keep it creative.
Keep it dank, Ganja Gang.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.